Did you know intelligence isn't just for humans? Lots of animals are super smart too. They've got some really interesting ways of finding love that is key to their survival. Elephants and chimpanzees, for example, have their own special techniques to keep their species going strong. Let's explore the amazing world of animal mating habits together. Before we start, make sure to subscribe to our channel so you never miss an update. Without any further ado, let's get started. Chimpanzee mating. Chimpanzees are one of the few non-human animals known to engage in face-to-face copulation, where the male and female directly face each other during mating. Female chimps have been observed to use sticks and other objects to simulate sexual acts, suggesting that they may also engage in sexual behaviors for pleasure and not just reproduction. When a female is in estrus, she becomes highly attractive to the males. Unlike many other primates, chimpanzee females are sexually receptive year-round, rather than being restricted to a specific breeding season. Chimpanzees also engage in courtship behaviors such as grooming and embracing to establish social bonds and potentially improve their chances of mating. In addition, females have been known to initiate mating by presenting themselves to males, often with vocalizations and body postures. In some cases, males will engage in behaviors such as offering food or sharing tools with females in order to court them for mating. African wild dog. Mating in African wild dogs is a complex process that involves several stages. The dominant male and female individuals within the pack typically mate and produce a litter of up to 20 pups. Once the female is pregnant, the pack will take on a nursery role, with members caring for the pregnant female and her pups. After the pups are born, the pack will help care for them, regurgitating food to feed them and providing protection from predators. In addition to their unique reproductive system, African wild dogs also engage in a behavior called social monogamy, which means that the dominant male and female individuals will form a pair bond and remain together throughout their lives. However, this does not necessarily mean that they are sexually exclusive, as they may mate with other pack members as well. Overall, mating in African wild dogs is a complex and social process that involves cooperation and support from the entire pack. Hyena mating. Have you ever heard of a female animal with an 8 centimeter in length penis? Well, these fascinating creatures have unique anatomy, unlike anything you've seen before. Female hyenas have large external genitalia that resembles a penis. Hyenas use their pseudopenises not just for peeing and mating, but also to show dominance over other females. It's like having a secret weapon in the animal kingdom. Female hyenas are the dominant sex. During the mating season, male hyenas will approach a female who is in heat and attempt to mount her. If the male is persistent and manages to mount the female, he will need to navigate her pseudo-penis. This can be a difficult process, as the female may clamp down on the male's penis with her pseudo-penis, making it difficult for him to withdraw. In some cases, the male may even be injured or killed during the mating process. Elephant mating. Male African elephants reach sexual maturity between the ages of 12 and 15. While females reach maturity around 10 to 12 years of age. During the mating season, which can occur at any time of year, males become more aggressive and territorial and will engage in courtship displays known as must to attract a mate. When a female elephant is ready to mate, she will emit a high-pitched vocalization to let males know that she is receptive. The male will also display other courtship behaviors, such as extending his trunk and wrapping it around a female's trunk, or touching her hindquarters. If a female is receptive to the male's advances, she will respond by lifting her tail and allowing the male to mount her. The mating process can last anywhere from a few seconds to several minutes. After mating, the male will stay close to the female to prevent other males from mating with her. Flamingo mating. Flamingo mating behavior is a beautiful and unique spectacle to witness. Male flamingos gather together in groups known as flamboyants and perform synchronized displays to attract females. The displays involve elaborate movements including head flagging, wing salutes, and marching in unison. Once a male has caught the eye of a female, they begin to engage in preening each other's feathers, a behavior that helps to strengthen their bond. The male then proceeds to perform a dance where he walks around the female with his head held high and wings extended. If the female is receptive, she will call out to him, and they will stand side by side, their necks entwined. After mating, the pair will work together to build a nest out of mud and twigs, which they will use to lay and incubate their eggs. Flamingos are monogamous during the breeding season, meaning they form pairs and mate with the same partner each year. Jackal mating. During jackal mating, the male and female engage in a complex series of behaviors that involve vocalizations, body posturing, and physical contact. Mating typically occurs between monogamous pairs during the breeding season. Male jackals will often approach a female with a submissive posture and will nuzzle and lick her genital area to initiate mating. The female may initially resist the male's advances, but eventually she will allow him to mount her. Copulation lasts from minutes to hours because the female jackal will often lock her genitalia around the male's sex organ. This phenomenon, called coital tie, can last for up to an hour, which ensures that the male's sperm is properly transferred to the female's reproductive tract. Interestingly, jackals also exhibit post-copulatory behaviors, such as mutual grooming and sniffing each other's anogenital region. These behaviors are thought to be important in the formation and maintenance of the pair bond. Ostrich mating. The mating rituals of ostriches are a spectacle to behold, with females being incredibly choosy in their selection of a mate. The females put the male through a rigorous test of his stamina, leading him on a chase where he must keep up with their impressive speed of 40 miles per hour. Ostriches are known for their unique and elaborate mating ritual. The male ostrich will perform a dramatic dance to attract a female mate. If the female is impressed with his performance, she will join in the dance and the two will mate. During the actual mating process, the male will mount the female and rapidly move his tail feathers up and down while making a booming sound. This helps to stimulate the female and increase the chances of fertilization. Ostriches are known for their monogamous mating habits, with a pair usually mating for life. Ant mating. The queen ant produces a special scent. This scent is a powerful attractant for winged male ants from other nests, who are drawn to the queen. The male ants that are attracted to the queen are enormous, similar in size to the queen herself. However, the journey to becoming a consort of the queen is not an easy one. The male must prove his fitness to the colony. The other ants, initially viewing the male as prey, must be convinced that he is a suitable consort for the queen. If the male is accepted, he will mate with the queen in the royal chamber. However, his time as a consort is short-lived. When his job is done, he retires from the royal chamber and dies. With this sacrifice, he will father several million offspring, ensuring the continued success of the colony. Penguin mating. Emperor penguins have a unique and fascinating mating ritual. Every year during the Antarctic winter, these penguins gather in large groups to mate and lay their eggs. The mating ritual of emperor penguins begins with the male penguins calling out to attract the attention of the females. Once a male has successfully attracted a female, the pair will perform a series of courtship displays. These displays help to establish the bonds between the male and female and ensure that they are a good match. After the courtship displays, the female emperor penguin will lay a single egg and transfer it to the male, who will keep it warm by holding it on his feet and covering it with his brood pouch. While the male is incubating the egg, the female will leave to find food and return several weeks later to relieve the male and take over the incubation duties. Albatross mating. The albatross mating ritual involves a beautiful dance performed by both the male and female. The dance is an important part of the courtship process as it helps to establish a bond between the pair and allows them to assess each other's fitness and capability. Once a pair has formed, they will mate for life, returning to the same breeding site each year. Albatrosses are known for their long lifespans, with some individuals living up to 60 years or more. This means they have plenty of time to perfect their dance moves and find the perfect mate. During the breeding season, both males and females will incubate the egg and take turns to forage for food. The bond between a pair of albatrosses is strong, and they will often greet each other with the same dance that they performed during their courtship, reaffirming their commitment to each other. Bears mating. Brown bear mating is a complex process that occurs in the late spring or early summer, when the bears emerge from their winter hibernation and begin to establish dominance hierarchies and mating territories. One of the most striking aspects of brown bear mating is the competition among males for access to the females. Dominant males will often fight with each other for the right to mate with females in their territory, and the winner will typically have exclusive mating access to those females. Mating can last for several minutes or even hours and can involve multiple copulations over the course of several days. After mating, the female will typically become pregnant and give birth to her cubs in the winter den. Brown bears have a relatively low reproductive rate, with females typically only producing 1 or 2 cubs per litter every other year. Raccoons mating. Raccoons are nocturnal and solitary animals, but they do come together to mate. Matings usually occur in late winter or early spring, with a gestation period lasting about 2 months. Male raccoons, called boars, will actively seek out females, called sows, during this time. Boars will use their sense of smell to locate sows, often traveling long distances in search of a mate. Once a boar has located a sow, he will engage in a variety of courtship behaviors to attract her. If the sow is receptive, she will respond to the boar's advances by vocalizing and assuming a receptive posture. Female raccoons will mate with multiple males during the mating season, resulting in litters with multiple fathers. Males, too, mate with multiple females. They play no role in raising the young and will leave the female shortly after mating. Lemurs mating. Lemurs are primates endemic to Madagascar and have a unique and interesting mating system. Most lemur species are seasonal breeders, with a specific breeding season that occurs once per year. During this breeding season, males will compete for access to females, often engaging in fierce battles to establish dominance. Once a male has established dominance, he will mate with multiple females within his group. Interestingly, some lemur species also practice a behavior called mate guarding, in which males closely follow the female after mating to prevent other males from mating with her. This behavior can be especially important for females that are highly desired by other males. During the breeding season, female lemurs emit a scent from their genital area, which alerts males to their readiness to mate. This scent can be detected by males from long distances, allowing them to locate females that are receptive to mating. Panda mating. Giant pandas have a unique mating system that involves females being in estrus for only 24 to 72 hours per year. During this time, males will compete for the opportunity to mate with females. Mating can be a tricky process, as pandas are solitary animals that do not often come into contact with each other in the wild. Therefore, breeding programs in captivity have been crucial for the survival of the species. Once a male panda is able to successfully mate with a female, the pregnancy lasts for around 3 to 5 months. Pandas give birth to 1 or 2 cubs, but it is rare for both to survive. Female pandas are known for their excellent mothering skills, but in the wild, mothers will often only raise 1 cub at a time. Despite their popularity and iconic status, giant pandas are considered a vulnerable species due to habitat loss and low reproductive rates. Cappybearer mating. Often found relaxing on the beach alongside caimans or even hitching a ride on the back of an alligator, it seems like capybaras are friends with just about every animal they encounter. When it comes to mating, capybaras have a unique system in which females establish dominance over males. During the breeding season, females will fight amongst themselves to determine which one will mate with the dominant male. The dominant female will then mate with the dominant male, and other females may also mate with him if they get the chance. Interestingly, capybaras also engage in communal nursing, which means that mothers will allow other females to nurse their young alongside their own offspring. This behavior helps to ensure the survival of their young and reinforces the social bonds between the animals in the group. Their babies are born fully developed and are able to walk and swim within hours of being born. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more amazing content. Let us know in the comments what you'd like to see next. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.